I was given the opportunity to walk the blue carpet and see Sonic the Movie 3 early, thanks to the team at Paramount Pictures Australia. And now it's time for a little review. As you can see, I am still in the outfit, you know, like still got the tie on, still got that shadow themed fit. You've got to do it. You've got to do it really, haven't you? So Sonic the Movie 3. Now let's just establish some rules here. This isn't going to be a super in-depth review. I'm not a movie reviewer. I am just a Sonic fan who got a really good opportunity and I'm so damn excited about it. There are going to be some spoilers in this. I'm going to try and avoid the heavy ones until the end, but I cannot guarantee anything, obviously, because I am just doing this off the top of my head. So, you know, it's going to be pretty exciting. Like, the general consensus for this is that this is an action movie to watch. One of 2024's best, I reckon. Genuinely just a great action film. The sequences are fantastic. The opening scenes with Shadow in Prison Island are done excellently. Like, we've seen a fair bit of it from the trailers, I will level with you, and I think that it sets the tone pretty well that this is a pretty destructive, pretty darker movie than we have seen previously for the Sonic franchise. Sonic 1, obviously very light-hearted, great kids movie, Sonic 1, rewatched that the other day, and then Sonic 2 is a great Sonic movie. So let's just kind of take it as it is. So Shadow escapes from Prison Island, as we know. We've seen that in the trailer, and that's exciting. That's pretty cool. We get to catch up with the Team Sonic guys, and then we're pretty much straight into the action. I think it's something really worth noting is that this is a fast-paced film, for better and for worse, I will say. They do a lot of good things in this. The action that we've seen in the trailers, you know, like we've got a lot of the stuff from the first act and maybe a little bit from the second, but not a huge amount. But the third act, they have shown very, very little of, which is excellent. Like, as far as the actual action sequences go, they've shown very little of that, which is how I think trailers should do. Speaking of trailers, something interesting, they've done the whole thing where the lines in the trailers don't actually match up to where you think that they go. There was a significant amount of lines that they used in the trailers that were taken out of context, and it looked like, you know what I mean, like it looks like someone saying it at that particular moment, but they're actually not, and that's actually really cool. I really enjoy that. That's really awesome. I thought that was fantastic, and yeah, just kind of for those who have seen all the trailers and were expecting a certain story, certain kind of element there, actually, yeah, it's a little bit different than you're expecting. So that's good. The writing, there's a lot of references. A lot of the jokes are good as well. Like, a lot of the jokes are really good. There's it's not a huge bit, but the bit with Tom, and he's got a puppet, and I love it. And as my friend Vagrant Tesk, Barlow, who used to be on the, you know, when I briefly did that Just Playing Games podcast, Barlow was the regular collaborator. Barlow pointed out it really looked like James Marsden wanted more of the puppet as well. So that was really cool. So there's a lot of good jokes in there. There is some of the stuff that's aimed more towards the kids. The one standout one that I thought was really bad, it was in one of the movies, is when Sonic's like, "Konnichiwa?" And I'm like, shut up. But a lot of the stuff works a bit better. Yeah, as I said, I think the writing's really good, but especially Shadow and Maria. I've got a lot of thoughts about kind of, you know, this sort of thing. Like, I was really anticipating Shadow and Maria's part there to be something missing. And whilst they have, in a way, condensed down the story and the lore to make it fit within the movie, which I think is totally acceptable. I think that's really good. Like, there's no point in overexposing something for the fact of being lore accurate to the games if it's not going to work in the movie universe that well. The way that they showed the relationship between Shadow and Maria was perfect. Actually perfect. Like, I loved it. I genuinely loved it. I think that is the strongest part of this film, is the Shadow and Maria storyline and the development for that. Music-wise, I want to get into music because, to me, these movies have been fantastic. But I genuinely believe that the music is the weakest part of these films. I've always believed that they could have done a lot better. With Sonic 1, they really should have done better with the music. There was a lot of licensed music, and there's not like there isn't licensed music in this one, there absolutely is, but they definitely did a really good job with bringing in those Sonic references and those, to be honest, live and learn. Holy fuck, they use it so well. I actually thought that they used it at one point, and I was like, oh nice, there's a little reference, that's cute, that's cool, but that's all we're getting. No, Live and Learn is Shadow's theme. essentially like the leitmotif of Shadow. When certain parts appear, like when he appears in Tokyo and challenges Team Sonic, you kind of hear the notes for Live and Learn being done. It's a bit slower, it's deep, it's dark, and it's angry. It's angry and it's really cool. And then look, in Act 3, Live and Learn returns in a big fashion, which is so good. By the way, really sorry that I keep looking at the camera, and well, I'm meant to be looking at the camera, but I keep looking at the screen because I'm filming this on my phone. So yeah, you know, my bad. So yeah, I think musically they've done really well with this. There's still some cute references, and there's still those licensed songs. We've got there's a whole big dance number in it. Of course there is, because they've done dance numbers in every one. I enjoyed this one really well. I think it was kind of pointless, but you know, it's always good to see Jim Carrey dance with Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey gives wonderful performances in this. Absolutely fantastic. Eggman trying to recover that relationship with Gerald is really interesting, and obviously playing Gerald as well. For Gerald is like his own character, I think is the best way of putting it. It's a movie iteration of it. He is not the same as the one in Sonic Adventure 2. He is not as super dark and disturbed, but he still wants to annihilate everyone because they took Maria away. You know, he does some really cutting lines, and there's one particular line in general where what he says to Eggman, and I'm just like, oh, there you are. There's that nasty little fucker from SA2. So yeah, you know, like it's really interestingly done. It's definitely interestingly done. But he acts really well. This was a great, you know, return to form for Jim Carrey coming back as Eggman. I'm really glad that he was back in it. It was awesome. Agent Stone was really cool. The arc that they put that through there, with the whole friendship with Eggman. It's a really interesting arc, actually. Like, now Tika Sumpter and James Marsden are great as usual. There's excellent turns from oh my god, I can't remember the actors' names. There's great turns from Rachel and her husband. Kristen Ritter was really cool as well, like quite a brooding like commander, very angry. Other performances are amazing as well. Ben Schwartz is excellent as usual. Idris Elba is great as Knuckles, that deadpan sort of thing. There is my friend pointed out that there's one line that he says that sounds really British. I didn't really pick up on it, but now I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. And then there's also like Colleen does excellent as Tails as well. I'm really happy with the three of those. Keanu does great as Shadow. Like, the anger behind him is excellent. Like the brooding, the intensity, it's there. It's so cool. It's so cool. Like, Keanu did such a good job with this whole thing. That he was the guy to do. He was the guy to do this for. He was absolutely the guy to do this with. So, yeah, perfect. Action-wise, yeah, I think the story wraps up really well. The criticism that I have for this, the problem to me is that it's a quick film. A lot happens. They throw a lot at you. I need to go back and rewatch it, obviously, in general, because it's a fucking Sonic movie. Like, of course I'm going to go back and watch it, but they throw a lot at you in quick succession. I think that there are some pacing issues with this film. There are bits that they definitely should have developed more. I think that they could have spent an extra like 5-10 minutes with to take longer on scenes, to maybe get a little bit of extra dialogue in there, like find a way to make it less clunky, and it just would have felt a little bit more natural. I think that would have been good, but I still think despite that issue that this is the best of the three Sonic films. So look, as I said, this is really my first impressions. I can't, I'm still so excited. It was such an awesome movie and such an amazing time to be, invited to by Paramount. So I've got a lot of thoughts on this, but I'm just gonna have to go see it in the cinema again when it's out, which should be like, I mean, for when this video comes out, I think it's about a week, because in Australia it releases on Boxing Day, because apparently it's a big thing, is films coming out on Boxing Day. It's like big blockbusters on Boxing Day, because of school holidays and stuff like that. So fun fact for you all Americans and Europeans who didn't know that, because I didn't know that until this afternoon. Fun. Anyway, what an amazing film. I think this, as I said, I would say an 8 out of 10. If you're a Sonic fan, I think it's a 9 out of 10. You get a bit more out of it if you're a Sonic fan. But I think in general, this is just probably one of the better action films that's come out this year. It's really, really good. It's a really great time. Good for the family. I would definitely say go and watch it. Amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. Obviously, I've recently just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is amazing, and I'm going to be doing the official rebrand stuff very soon. But it wouldn't be, if it wasn't for you guys, that I would get to do these opportunities and do this sort of thing. So I really can't thank you all enough. Like, this is insane. This is insane that I got to do this, and I don't feel like I deserve it. If you're new here, make sure you hit like and subscribe and notifications for more awesome videos coming soon. But I'm gonna go get some dinner. I'm starving. All I've eaten is chili dogs. Seriously, they gave out chili dogs at the premiere. It was insane. I was so happy about that, and like, yeah, amazing, really cool, really cool. So yeah, let me know what you think. I know it's a bit of a scattered review. This isn't my wheelhouse at all, and you know, recording in a hotel room, this is very off the cuff sort of thing. So not really my normal style, but yes, thank you so much for your support. Let me know what you think of the movie when it launches. Thank you again to Paramount Australia for the incredible opportunity, and thank you to you for getting me there. Amazing. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a bit.